some guarantees that black people can vote and therefore can participate in the decision-making process that impacts upon the quality of their lives, and now therefore they can be free.
And so you say that the 15th Amendment was never enabled until
1965.
Voting Rights Act. Why don't you elaborate upon that?
Well, you can pass a constitutional amendment that establishes a right.
All right.
But then you got to have the legislative body to implement that right that has been established by the passage of a law. We call that an enabling statute. There has to be some statute passed by Congress that will implement the right that has already been established for black people to enjoy. Now, until you have that enabling statute, you just got a right, but there's nothing to implement that right. And that didn't happen really until the Voting Rights Act of 1965.
Well, now, what impact, since we're talking about voting, what impact did this have on the disfranchisement movement in the southern parts of the United States?
Well, black people could not participate in the decision-making process. Therefore, they had no say-so as to who their elected representatives would be. And that's why you have in-number white sheriffs, white mayors, white representatives in government, and so forth and so forth, so on. But as soon as black people had the right to participate in the decision-making process by voting, then all of a sudden we got black mayors, where heretofore we didn't have any. All of a sudden we got black sheriffs, where heretofore we didn't have any. All of a sudden we got John Lewis and all the other congressmen that are black congressmen that represent various constituencies, both in the South and in the North. We got even today a black person is running for the highest office of the land. So if you didn't have that enabling statute, the Voting Rights Act of 1965, I'm not saying this still wouldn't exist, but the likelihood of it being exist will be lessened. You see, it's remote.
You know, sometimes folks talk about Congress' ability to pass a reinforcement of this law. I forget the name that they use.
They were reinstating it. Reinstating the law. The law ordinarily expires upon a certain term, and then we want to reinstate the law, make sure that it doesn't expire, and keep it going, and so forth and so on. That's already happened, so it's still in good stead.
But now some people contend that